Oh yeah, this about to be so fun. What's up, everybody? Ready? Everybody get in. So what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Man, I don't think y'all really ready for today's live. Wholeheartedly, I don't really think y'all ready for today's live wholeheartedly. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't think y'all ready for today's live wholeheartedly because I'm about to give out so much information. I'm about to give out so much information. The thing about it is, honestly, all right. Listen, y'all. Listen. I'm about to give so much information today. You're gonna learn so much when it comes around to magnetism, when it comes to psychology, when it comes to becoming more attractive, when it comes to, igniting desire, getting people to desire you, getting people. You know what I'm saying? Is this the magic school? No, this is not the mystery school. It is on sticksismystery.com. So now that we have, hold on, y'all. I'm just setting up the last phone so we can go ahead and get started. All right. So we setting up the last phone so we can go ahead and get started. This is Instagram that we setting up. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Let me go ahead and send a little message out to everybody because, listen, I'm gonna give as much as I can to y'all while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like while I'm here for today, I'm gonna give as much information to y'all. But as you guys know, today is the last day to sign up for my magnetism class, and that's why I'm going out with a bang when it comes to this information. Because I want you to hear all of this information so much to the point where you're like, yo, how am I not going to? You know what I'm saying? And when I start to really explain to you what energy means when it comes to becoming more attractive, becoming more influential, when it's more magnetic, you'll start to realize how much you've been unaware at the power of energy. Hey, all right. So I'm just sending out this message to everybody to let them know we on live. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, like I said, man, I'm excited because I've personally been seeing it in my life. Honestly, I feel like I look different. Honestly, I feel like my energy is different. I feel like my skin is glowing different ever since I've been putting these practices into place. And I want to help you. You know what I'm saying? I want to help you. I want to help you do. And a lot of y'all may say, "Oh, but it's because you're this or because you're that." No matter what the case is, somebody may be able to be at 1,000%, but you still getting better 10, 20, 30, 40%. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Because even if we get you 10%, 20%, 30% better, improved, you're going to see the results and you're going to be so much more happier. You're not going to worry about what anybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just send out this message and we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and get started because honestly, like when I tell you I'm actually really excited to teach. I'm actually really excited to teach. I am on live. Trust me, y'all don't want to miss this. So y'all go ahead and share this live with 3 people because I'm telling you, mark my words, this is not a live that you want to miss. You're gonna be like, oh my God, why I never thought of that? Why I never thought to do that? I'm telling you. All right, here we go. All right, it's sent out now, and now we about to start Instagram. Now we about to start Instagram. Here we go. We starting now. Okay, we starting now. Just so y'all know, we starting now. Y'all see, we starting now. Okay. All right. Don't say I ain't tell you. Don't say I ain't tell you. Don't say I ain't tell you. All right. So y'all go ahead, share this live with 3 people and comment done because getting started. Getting started. Getting started. What's good, everybody? Hold on. Before we even start, we gotta. What's good, everybody? How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? Let me tell y'all something. Today I am teaching igniting desire, magnetic seduction, right? Igniting desire, magnetic seduction. Hold on. Let me ask you something, right? Because some of y'all probably in here, y'all like, Sticks, what are we doing? Why we even on live? Let me tell you something, right? Somebody said, I ain't your shirt. Baby, I just woke up. Relax, baby. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. There is a way that you can get all the things that you desire. There is a way that you can get all the things that you desire, and it's energy. And it's through energy. Okay? And it's through energy. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because some of y'all probably single. Some of y'all like, I want some more followers. Some of y'all, I want people to listen to me. Some of y'all want people to like you. Some of y'all simply just want people to see you for who you are. How many of y'all want to feel seen for who you truly are? But maybe you don't know how to express yourself all the way. Maybe you don't know how to get people to see the most beautiful parts of you because maybe you don't know how to communicate that aspect of you. Let me tell you something. This live is going to break down the psychology around becoming more attractive, becoming more magnetic, becoming more desiring. You get what I'm saying? And one thing I can say is, y'all haven't seen me maybe like in a couple of days or whatever, but that's because I've been working on myself. I've been implementing these same things that I'm going to be teaching on myself before I teach. Now, a lot of y'all can look at me and tell something different about Stick. A lot of y'all can look at me and tell something's different. Something is like drawing me to Sticks. Something in it, and it has nothing to do with just energy. You see, there is a reason why the people that work out, that love on themselves, that take the time to treat themselves, we seem to be more attracted to those people. We tend to be attracted to the people that's glowing, right? But little did you know, the glow is done by the work that you do internally. If you want to glow, the glow is by the work that, let me tell you something. A glow is not done you just glowing. No. People are doing the work to obtain that glow, even if you didn't think so. Even if you didn't think so. You see, let me tell you something. And I want y'all to write this down for real. I want y'all to write this down. On certain days, so for example, let's say self-care days, right? Let's look at the word self. And this is how deep it goes. Listen to me. This is how deep it goes. Somebody said, bro has 5 cameras. You know how many people are watching me right now? Come on now. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? There's people on different platforms, right? So let me tell you something. Self-care starts with S. You know what also starts with S? 7. You know what also starts with S? Spiritual. So what people don't understand is that there is a deeper science. There's a deeper spirituality to the things that we are attracted to naturally. You're not just attracted to things for no reason. There is an energetic attraction to it. When we like people, when we're into people, it's because something about them is resonating with our frequency. Think about it. Resonance. You know, when you make music and you're messing with the frequency, there's a thing called resonance. All right? I gotta turn my. Got something. This is not me teaching you how to get girls, how to get boys, how to get people to like me, how to get to. This is not to teach you this on a superficial level, but this is for you to understand this on a spiritual level. Because if you actually understand it on a spiritual level, you may start to see that it's not as superficial as you think. You see, the reason why most people think it's superficial is because people teach it in a superficial way. Most of the time when people want to teach you how to be attractive and magnetic, it's because they want you to seek validation in other people. But that's not what we teach here. You see, the real way to become the most magnetic that you've ever been in your life is to become purpose oriented. I really hope y'all taking notes. Write this down. Okay? The best way for you to become magnetic is to become purpose oriented. So when your purpose becomes the main thing that's on your mind, right? So look, when your purpose starts to become the first thing on your mind, what happens is that you start to realize that you become naturally busy, right? You're naturally busy because you're working on what you love to do, right? And what happens is because you're naturally busy, you're not out here being bored enough because you want to go hang out with someone. You see, when people get bored, they go call someone. So what you just did was, instead of finding some type of resolution within yourself, you went to disturb somebody else's peace to go find somebody to entertain you. Okay? So what you need to understand is that you need to become purpose oriented. So when you get bored, you don't reach out to other people for validation. So this is the main thing that I want you to understand about magnetism and attraction in seduction. You cannot be needy. You cannot want validation from other people. You have to learn how to walk away from people when the moment that they show you this is real attraction. You have to learn how to be able to walk away from people the moment that they are not resonating at the same frequency as you, or the moment that they start to show disrespect. You get what I'm saying? So for example, if you make plans with someone and they're like, hey man, like, and we're gonna talk about this more in a friendly manner, but in an attraction manner. Let's say there's someone that you like, right? And when you like this person, you're making plans with them, right? And they're like, hey, so let's hang out on Wednesday at 3:00, right? 3:00 starts to come around and they're texting you, hey, you know, I'm just running a bit late. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I may be there like in another 30 minutes into an hour. Like, it's just a lot going. Don't be like, oh, it's okay. Like, I'll wait for you. No. What you are starting to tell people is that they can be late. They can mess with your time. They can 4 or 5 minutes, that's nothing. 4 or 5 minutes, that's nothing. But when you start to see that people are not having consideration of your time, do not hold space for them. When you start to see people not being considerate of your time, do not hold space for them. Because all you are doing is teaching people how to treat you. So what you tell them, and you don't be rude, what you tell them is, hey, you know, how about you just let me know, you know, when everything is settled with you, when everything is good, and when you're, you know, more aligned, and maybe we can try this again, and you let me know. And you leave it at that. There's no reason for you to text them again until they are ready. You see, this is what you have to understand. And I learned this from the book Relentless. Okay, so I learned this from the book Relentless, and this book basically talked about I learned this from the book Relentless, and this book basically was written by the trainer of Kobe Bryant and Tim Grover, okay? So what I'm about to tell you is literally, you know, people who think on a higher level, right? So listen, this is what he said. You don't compete with people. You make people rise to your energy. You don't compete with people. You make people tap into your frequency. And that is what you need to start understanding. You tell people, hey, you let me know when you're together. You let me know when you have everything. You let me know when you're ready. You let me know when you're available. And then we can try this again. You get what I'm saying? And you leave it at that and you keep going. You see? But now if you were needy for validation, you would be like, oh, it's okay. It's okay, you guys can come. Like, it's okay, I'll wait 30 minutes. I'll wait, because you're so desperate. You're so desperate. And what you have to understand is that you have to carry yourself like royalty if you ever want to be treated like royalty. But before you turn your ears off because you hear everybody tell you, oh, be a king, be a queen, let me tell you something. Don't ever in your life expect someone to treat you like royalty if you can't even treat yourself like royalty. Period. And leave it at that. Don't get offended when people are freaking not answering your calls, or don't get offended when people are not respecting your time if you never even set the boundary for that. Don't even act like that if you can't respect other people's time. Don't even act like that if you can't respect other people's time. Period. Period. So I'm not telling you to ask for anything that you wouldn't do yourself. All right? So let's finish. Now, talking about magnetism, remember I said you have to be purpose oriented. So what that means is that your purpose, your goal, and what you want to do should be first. It should be the first thing on your mind. Why am I saying this? Because the moment that someone doesn't show up the way that you want them to, you're not so hurt because you're like, oh, well, I'm just going to go back into the studio. Oh, well, I'm just going to finish what I was doing anyway. I was busy anyway. I'm just going to finish writing. I'm going to finish meditating. I'm going to go to the gym like I said I was. But when you don't have a purpose, you're naturally going to be so bored. You're naturally going to be so like, I need something to do. So you're going to be more desperate, more hard on getting someone to spend time with you because you have nothing to do with yourself. You get what I'm saying? Get really good at spending time with yourself. Hold on, I need like a self. Once you get really good at spending time with yourself, spending time with other people is just going to be extra, okay? Once you get really good at spending time with yourself, you're going to realize that spending time with other people is just going to be extra. And when somebody doesn't want to hang out with you or somebody's busy, you don't feel butthurt. You don't feel lonely. You just be like, okay, I'm going back to my progress. I'm going back to my journey. I'm going back to what I've been working on. You get excited to go back to it anyway. So for example, if you've been going to the gym, right? Let's say you've been going to the gym and you're starting to see, oh, you gained 10 pounds of muscle. When shorty don't answer your phone or when she can't respect your time, you're not going to feel a type of way because you're going to be like, man, I just gained 10 pounds of muscle. I'm trying to keep going. You're going to be so intrigued by your journey that all it is that got going on with these people and not showing up, it's not going to bother you. And that's the level that you want to get at. You want to get to the point where other people's actions do not bother you because you're so strong within yourself. All right, y'all, I haven't even gotten into my report yet. While I was gone, because I know I haven't been on live in like 2 days, while I was gone, I literally wrote so much down. Like, I really hope y'all ready. I just need y'all to do me one solid, and it's really not a solid for me. It's really a solid for whoever you do this for. Y'all go ahead and share this live with 3 people right now, because this information is really going to help them transform their interactions with people. If you feel like people do not listen to you when you talk, if you feel like people do not value your time, you feel like you make plans with people, you're always there for people, but they don't do the same thing for you, this is why. Everything that I'm about to teach you right now is why people do not reciprocate your energy when you give them so much, okay? How many of y'all are tired of feeling like people are not reciprocating your energy? Okay, cool, exactly. So, number one, let's just talk about the fact that if you want to become attractive, magnetic, if you want people to fall in love with your energy, if you want people to feel you, and it doesn't always have to be romantic. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always have to be romantic. Somebody said, I'm leaving. Don't worry about it because I removed you. Don't even worry about it. All right? So, somebody said, I'm leaving. I said, don't worry about it. I'm just going to remove you, make it easier for you. You ain't even got to click nothing, my brother. Anyways, so having an attractive aura. We're now getting started, okay? So make sure y'all screen record. Make sure y'all take notes because we are now getting started on the report, okay? So here we go, okay? Having an attractive aura is all about the frequencies that you emit. Remember, I told you this wasn't going to be the superficial dating coach kind of stuff that you're used to, or, you know what I'm saying, the power play. Like, no. This is going to be on a spiritual understanding of why certain people are just more magnetic than others, okay? So, number one, here we go. In the realm of human attraction and interaction, holds a profound influence over our lives. We are humans. We want to interact with people. Human interaction is so imperative to us. If we don't interact with people, you may find that you get depressed. I understand, okay? It is a multifaceted phenomenon that extends beyond mere physical appearance. You see, some of y'all be thinking that you just need to be pretty to get people to like you, to get people to be attracted to you, to get you to influence people. But that's not true, actually. You'll be surprised that some of the most attractive people cannot stay in a relationship. The most attractive people cannot get people to talk to them. The most attractive people, because their energy is either not welcoming, or it's just like, these attractive people have pretty faces but ugly energy and ugly, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? These pretty people have pretty faces but ugly energy. And this is why they don't have friends. This is why they don't have friends. You know what I'm saying? This is why that they can't get people to, you know what I'm saying, do what they want them to do, whether it's like invite them to a party or something like that. So let's finish, okay? If you want to have an attractive aura, the first thing that you need to understand is everything is about the frequencies that you. Another thing that you have to understand, no matter what, you cannot control human nature. Human nature is human nature, okay? Human nature is human nature. A lot of y'all want to fight with human nature and you want to argue. I don't like that people are like this. I don't like that people are like this. My love, you're most likely the same way. Human nature is just human nature, just like animal nature, right? So for example, if you look at a dog's nature is to piss in multiple areas so it can mark its territory. No matter how much you hate, how many times your dog pisses when you take them on a walk, your dog is going to do what your dog is going to do because it is in their nature. It is in their makeup. It is in their genetics. It is in their genes, in their genealogy. I'm telling you. All right. So once you can learn to accept human nature, you will already be so much ahead and so much more intelligent than the masses. Because while everyone is fighting the flow, you're learning how to adapt and work with it. Okay? And that's the thing. We are on a 9-day, and the beauty of 9s is they know how to adapt. While everyone is complaining about why is it like this? Why is it like this? Why is it like this? You have to understand the people that are usually growing the most within these new systems and are the ones who learn how to adapt to it and then make it theirs. Okay? So now that we've gotten that out the way, you have to understand that unfortunately, some people look with their eyes first. Some people eat with their eyes first. I would be stupid to be a chef and not make my food look pleasing and not make it look as pretty as I possibly can just because I feel like it's superficial that people eat with their eyes first. I can't control that. People eat with their eyes first. So now that you know that, if you want people to appreciate your food more, make it pleasing to the eye. How is that superficial if you're understanding something on a more deeper intellectual way? And that's the thing. We're out here demonizing our own natural human behavior. So for example, some people will want to be your friend based off of looks first. And before you become mad at that because you don't want to focus on yourself, you don't want to work on your looks, you don't want to work on your skin, because really I think it's an excuse that you want to say, man, and there are superficial people, okay? I'm not saying that there's not. But what I want you to understand is that the reason why people look at your appearances first, and if you look at appearance starts with A. A is the first letter in the alphabet. So that's why the first thing that they look at is appearance, okay? The reason why is because your appearance is what represents internally what you have going on. So for example, when you look at the glow on someone, what does it tell you? Oh, that person's happy. That person must be successful. That person must be rich. That person must be doing something good because they are glowing. There's no way somebody who's super negative, super low frequency, super terrible with taking care of themselves is going to be glowing. It just doesn't happen that way. It just doesn't happen that way. And you know what else? A lot of times what you have to understand is that when you carry yourself in a higher frequency with what, and what you got to understand is that you don't need to be wearing designer to do that. A lot of y'all are looking at me right now and like, Sticks is magnetic, not knowing, baby, I'm wearing a wrinkled white tee right now. Somebody wanted to point that out, right? I don't need to be wearing Gucci right now for you to understand the energy that emanates off my body, right? But what you can do is you can look at my skin, you can look at my face, you can look at the way that I'm carrying myself, you can look at the way that I'm speaking, you can look at the way that I carry myself and tell I love myself, right? So that's another thing. I don't want you to think that you need to spend the most money to make yourself seem aesthetically pleasing, right? All you need to do is make sure that you are putting the energy when it comes to taking care of yourself, when it comes to taking care of your skin. And one thing that I want you to know is that when I take care of my skin, I say affirmations because guess what? Everything has an aura about it, right? And your words are coming from your throat chakra. If you ever look at a picture of a vocal cords, your vocal cords look like a bladder. Your vocal cords look like where people give birth to their children. That's what your vocal cords look like. So once you understand that, you realize that your throat is also giving off vibrations, right? The power of the tongue is real. So when I'm washing my face and I'm so beautiful, rubbing on my third, I'm so beautiful, I'm attractive, I am magnetic, everything I want comes to me, my skin is like water, I'm clear in thinking, I am beautiful. You see, the problem is, and y'all gonna be like, yo, I need to hear that. The problem is that you're waiting for somebody else to tell you the same things that you should have been telling yourself. And that's where you got things fucked up. You're working backwards. You're working backwards. You're waiting until someone validates you for you to then start loving yourself and believing in yourself. But that's the problem. That's where people start to get control of you. Because when people can easily flatter you, and this is a part of psychology, you have to be careful of the people that overly flatter you, that overly compliment you. Because one thing about manipulation, and I'm talking about the negative forms of manipulation, people will try to get you hooked on their validation so that way they are always in control of your confidence. Let me get some water. I'm telling you. Thought that this was going to be official stuff, huh? Y'all thought I was for to just be out here telling you, oh, don't text them back. Oh, like don't give them your. You thought that's what this was gonna be about? No, baby. Let me tell you something. Every time I teach, we're going deep within the psychology and the spirituality of it. We're gonna understand why this is not just what it is, and that's the thing. Most people teach you what to think, but they don't teach you how to think. That's what a real teacher does. A real teacher teaches you how to think, not just what to think. Okay? Somebody said, if you live by the compliment, you die by the insult. I love that. Okay? And another thing, y'all, this is the last day to join my magnetism class. Okay? So everything that I'm teaching right now, this is basically the type of things that you will be learning in my magnetism class. Okay? So if this is something that you're interested in, you're like, hey man, like I'm trying to learn more about this psychology. I'm trying to learn more about human nature. I'm trying to use this to my benefit as me in a business. You know what I'm saying? Like the best way to use this type of information, if you are an entrepreneur, you need to learn how to get people intrigued in what you're selling. If you are a music artist, you need people to like you as an artist. And that doesn't mean that you need to become freaking fake. I'm just saying that you want people to like your personality. You want people to know who you are. But the problem is that if you don't know how to express yourself and when to express yourself, you may have people looking at you in a way that's not even congruent with who you actually are. You see, the same way that people have to learn how to communicate and speak their mind, you also have to learn how to continuously be more authentic to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn how to continue to express the most beautiful parts of yourself. You see, some of y'all be afraid to crack jokes when you're around someone you like. Some of y'all are afraid to be the crackhead version of you when you're around people that you like, not realizing that aspect of you is what gets people to like you even more. You're too busy trying to play it cool. You're too busy trying to play it mysterious, not realizing that that does not work because it's not congruent and authentic to you. Okay? I'm not sitting here telling you to get people to like you by acting a certain type of way. No, we're going to get people to agree and attract and no, we're going to get people to be attracted to your energy because your energy is purely yours and not a facade. You don't want people to get attracted to an energy that isn't you at all because guess what? After 2 days, people are going to realize that was a front. That was a front. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever been to LA, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've ever been to Los Angeles, you know exactly what I am talking about. The people that put on a front that's not really them to become liked, not realizing that nobody's actually going to like you like that. Nobody likes you like that. Okay? So, if you want to join my magnetism class, all you got to do is DM me your birthday and say, I want in. The class is $99.91 one time, okay? And the reason why you're DMing me your birthday is because there are certain astrology and certain numerology within people that lets me know who's more manipulative than others. And the thing about it is that this information is so deep, you don't want this to get into the wrong hands, okay? So understand that listen to me good now, okay? This magnetism class, listen to me real good now. Hold on. DM me your birthday. Don't comment it, okay? This magnetism class was created on the 26th, okay? Karma adds up to 26, and I specifically made it that way. So when I created this class on the 26th of June. Karma, when you add it up, adds up to 26. So anybody that uses this information for negativity will honestly be hit with that karma, okay? So I just hope that y'all know that. Now let's get deeper into this, okay? Now that we've said that, like I said, DM me your birthday, say I want in, and it's $99.91. Today is the last day to sign up. Okay? So let's finish, because this is getting good, okay? So attractiveness begins with the intangible, meaning that if you want to become attractive, it starts with the things that are not physical, okay? So a lot of y'all thinking, well, if I want to become attractive, I have to get this done to my face. I have to get this done to my body. I have to get this done. Somebody said, not you booby trapping the class, because I got to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. The Egyptians did the same thing. I keep telling y'all, it's so much deeper than y'all think. I keep telling y'all that the stuff that I've been studying in these past couple of years, like, it's only going to get deeper, and I want to teach you how to think this deeply. And so that way, like I told you, people are not going to do you wrong when you understand stuff like that. When you understand, 26 adds, like, karma adds up to 26. If I use the number 26, whoever does me wrong is going to get their karma. You'll start to realize that people stop doing you wrong because you're learning how to use the cheat codes, the spirituality of the system. That's the thing. Y'all not realizing that these elites, they're using these same codes, these same systems to get people to act accordingly, not knowing that you can use the same thing. Anyways, let's go. All right. Somebody said, is that in one of your books? No, baby. No. Okay. You just got to, listen, y'all, I give out as much as I can. So you just got to make sure you tap into the videos, you tap into the mystery school, because I'm always just dropping gems. Okay. You remember, gems are meant to be found and not meant to be given. Okay. You're meant to mine and dig for those gems. Okay. All right. So that's what makes them more rewarding. That's what makes them more important. Okay. So listen, attractiveness begins with the intangible. All right. Y'all share this live. Attractiveness begins with the intangible, the frequencies that we emit. Every thought, every emotion, and every intention contributes to an energetic field around us, which is our aura. Okay? Which is our aura. An attractive aura exudes positivity, confidence, and genuine self-assuredness by cultivating a harmonious internal state and radiating this positive energy. So if you are not meditating, I recommend meditating, because what you want to do is you want to, listen to me real good. You want to form your own dopamine. You don't want your dopamine being based off of how other people respond to you. Because as long as your dopamine is based off of how other people respond to you, you will always be in control I mean, you will always be in their control. So if you meditate within yourself, you're going to have your own form of dopamine, your own form of a high, your own form of happiness that is not controlled by anybody else, because the last thing that you want is you're so attached to someone, you're so onto someone that when they don't show up, you get depressed. When they don't love you the way that you want them to, you get depressed. You don't want that. You want to be independent. You want to be strong. You want to be the only source of happiness, like not the only source. You want to be your main source of happiness. Okay. All right. So anyways, let's go. Okay. So what we have to understand is that the concept of attractiveness goes beyond mere surface level of physical appearance. True allure and attractiveness and magnetism is rooted in the intangible realm, in the frequencies that we emit, exactly like I said, right? So the energetic nature of attractiveness, that's what we're going to talk about. At its core, attractiveness is an energetic phenomenon. Think about it. Attractive, the root word of it is attract. So if you want to be more attractive to whatever it is that you're manifesting, if you want to be more attractive to a job, if you want to be more attractive to money, you have to understand that number one, you have to attract it. So if the root word of attractive is attract, let's define attract. Define attract. So the definition of attract is to cause, to draw near or adhere by physical force. All right. It also means to arouse or compel the interest, admiration, or attention, to possess or use the power of attraction. You see, if you're a music artist, you have to, if you are an artist, if you perform, if you are a poet, you are an actor. Look at the word actor. Actor sounds very similar to attract. Actor, attracted, right? So if you are a person that is in the arts, you have to learn how to draw energy towards you in your performance. Because the whole point of you performing is you have to make people feel your energy. So truly to be in art, if you look at the word attractive has the word art in it. To truly be a great to be a truly great artist, you have to learn how to make people feel your energy. You have to make people feel your energy. So again, let's look at it. The definition of attract is to cause, to draw near or adhere by physical force, or to arouse or compel the interest, admiration, or attention of. You see, what you guys have not realized is that my vocal tonality is what's keeping you guys intrigued. That is also a part of magnetism. You see, when you talk to people on stage, the way that you talk to them matters. Don't you realize that when you go to some concerts, your favorite artists have conversations in between, and the things that they say can draw you in or it can tune you out. Hold on, let me say that one more time. If you've ever been to a concert, you realize that your favorite artist will speak in between sets. And depending on how they speak, what they say in their body language, it can either draw you in or tune you out. Next thing you know, you're on your phone because you're subconsciously bored. You're subconsciously bored. Okay? So now let's continue, all right? So our bodies are surrounded by an energy field known as an aura, okay? Which is influenced by our mental and emotional states. Why is my aura influenced by my mental and emotional states, right? Because your emotions is energy in motion. We already know our electromagnetic. Let's look at the words now, right? Let's look at the words now, right? Stay with me now because I'm about to say some deep esoteric stuff, right? So the word mental, right? The word emotion, right? If you look at emotion, the first letter is E, right? If you look at energy, the first letter is E. If you look at entertain, the first letter is E. But then when you look at mental, right, the first vowel is E, right? The E is the fifth letter in the alphabet. Okay, listen to me now. I know I'm going deep, right? Listen to me. E is the 5th letter in the alphabet, right? Beyonce is a 5 life path. Hold on, hold on. Beyonce is a 5 life path. Chris Brown is a 5 life path, right? The all of the models, most models that you see, the most beautiful people are usually 5 life paths. I'm born on the 23rd. 2 plus 3 is 5. So what I am trying to explain to you is that magnetism, the first 2 letters is M-A. M is the 13th letter in the alphabet. A is the first letter in the alphabet. So M-A adds up to 5. M-A is the root of magnetism. M-A is the root of material. M-A is the root of magic. M-A is the root of manifestation. M-A is the root of a matrix. And when Beyonce performs, and when Chris Brown performs, and when Beyonce and Chris Brown comes into the room, everybody's like, all of their eyes are on them. But if you look at eyes, if you want to be the center, right? The center of attention, there goes that E, and you want to be the center of everyone's eyes. Look at eyes. Eyes is also E. E is the 5th letter in the alphabet. I know I'm going deep, but stay with me. Eyes. Let me see if I could pull up that tweet. Let me see if I could pull up that tweet. Hopefully I could pull up that tweet. I can't pull it up. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is that what you need to understand is that by becoming more magnetic, all of these things entail that 5 energy. Everything entails that 5 energy. Somebody say, yeah, I'm taking this class. I can't. You're funny. And it's crazy because your name is exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so let's finish, okay? So what you have to understand is that energy, that E, is all by magnetism. Your energy affects your magnetism, 5-5, right? So when you are sad, you ever had somebody walk in the room and you can tell that they're sad just by how their energy felt? Okay, exactly. You ever felt somebody's energy before they walked in a room? You ever felt your mom coming home before she pulled in the driveway? Y'all ever had that happen where you just knew when somebody was pulling in the driveway? The reason why is because you felt their energy. Empath starts with E. You see that? Empath. And what is an empath? Define empath. You know, it's funny because empaths are the one that can feel energy and both start with E, right? Look. An empath is someone who is able to sense emotions. Someone who is empathic or practices empathy. A person with extra sensory empathic ability is capable of sensing the emotions of others. So right there, I've proven to you that this is all connected to spirituality in numbers. There is an underlying pattern. That's the thing. Most people are talking to you about all this information, but they can't make you aware of the patterns that actually take place to make their information valid. Okay? So, when we experience positive emotions such as joy, love, and compassion, we emit harmonious frequencies that resonate with others, drawing them closer to us. Conversely, negative emotions like fear, anger, and insecurity can create discordant energies that repel potential connections. So the fact that you are allowing these insecurities to get root and live rent free in your head, you don't understand that you're actually repelling people away from you. That's why I say you have to be careful what thoughts you entertain. You have to be careful what energy you entertain, because little did you know that energy starts to get trapped into your aura, trapped into your muscles, trapped into your tissues. And what happens is that people can subconsciously, even if they don't understand it, people can feel that. People can feel that. All right. Like I said, y'all, if y'all here on TikTok, y'all go ahead and run up the likes on this live. All right. If y'all here on TikTok, go ahead and run up the likes on this live. All right, because we about to go even deeper, y'all. We about to go even deeper. We about to go even deeper. All right. We about to go even deeper. Here we go. So, confidence and authenticity. Confidence and authenticity. Confidence is a key element in crafting an attractive aura. Confidence is the key element in crafting an attractive aura. And let me tell you how you develop confidence. And honestly, we're going to go even deeper on the class, but I'm going to give you an understanding. Your routine is your practice. Practice is how you develop more confidence. This is what Michael Jackson said. This is what Michael Jordan said. This is what Lil Wayne said. If you want to be more confident, if you have to practice. Some of y'all may say, Sticks, how do I practice confidence? You work out. See, the more that you work out, the more you look at yourself, the more you start to fall in love with yourself. And what you are doing is you're practicing being attracted to your own self. You see, if before anybody can get attracted to you, you got to get attracted to you. You got to look at yourself and be like, ooh. You got to look at yourself and be like, baby, gay, but I'll do you. You got to look at yourself in the mirror like that. You got to be like, I'm not gay, but I'll do you. And when you start to finally look at yourself like you are the most like, you'll start to see that other people will feel the same way. But let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, though. Real quick, I know y'all cracking up. But let me tell you why this works, okay? Hold on. I got some notes on that. Hold on. Okay, look, let me tell you why. Everybody comment why. Everybody comment why. Everybody say why, Sticks. Why does it work? Everybody say why, because I want to make sure y'all ready, because I'm about to tell you. Y'all gonna be like, oh my God, I would have never thought of that. Okay, let me tell you why. So the reason why is because the person, so let's say you're around 3 people, okay? Listen to me real good. I know this information right here gonna have y'all like, I need to get in that class right, motherfucker. Check me out. When your reality about yourself and when your perception about yourself is really strong, your reality will be rubbed off on everyone around you. And let me read to you what I mean by that. So if in your eyes, you see yourself as super beautiful, you see yourself as amazing, and you believe in that so strongly, that reality is going to become so strongly surrounded around your energy, other people will pick up on this energy. It's almost like when you're playing a game and you invite somebody to your game. If your server has the strongest connection, if your server has the strongest Wi-Fi, then people are naturally going to connect to your server. It's just reality. So let me break it down. The reality we inhabit significantly impacts how others perceive us and interact with us. And this is even proven on The Matrix. In the movie Matrix, the guy was like, hey, Neo, your hair is back. What's happening? He said, it's your residual self-image. What is a residual self-image? A residual self-image is how you view yourself on a consistent basis. So if you view yourself in a certain way on a consistent basis, your avatar is naturally going to shift to what you think about, and other people will be able to perceive your thoughts in the physical realm. Yo, that just made me so excited, because the fact that I was able to explain that. Listen, y'all, Today is the last day to join my magnetism class. It's $99.91. DM me your birthday and I will let you know if you're eligible, okay? DM me your birthday on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, okay? So let me read the whole thing, okay? So, the reality we inhabit significantly impacts how others perceive us and interact with us. This report delves into the concept of dominance, not a domineering sense, but an assertive presence that naturally draws out into our sphere of influence. So let me give you an example, right? Let me give you an example. Let's say someone comes into the room and their energy is very masculine. Okay? Let's say their energy is very masculine, right? When men come into the room and their energy is very masculine, what it does is it naturally puts other people in a feminine role. It naturally makes people submit to them. Why is that? Because the person with the most willpower, the person with a stronger perception will win. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay? So, this report delves into the concept of dominance, not in a domineering sense, but as an assertive presence that naturally draws others into our sphere of influence. Understanding that dynamics of reality and dominance can enhance our attractiveness and deepen our connections with others. All right? So what you have to understand is that if you want other people to view you away, you have to view yourself like that first, and you have to be very confident in the way that you view yourself. So if you view yourself like a superstar and you really believe it, and you carry yourself as so, your body language, your skin, your face, it will shift. Have y'all ever seen people's face shift based off of what they believe? The more someone feeds into negativity, the more their eyes get darker. The more their eyes get blacker. The more their skin starts to sink in. Your beliefs, your thoughts, think about it now. Think about it, because a lot of people may be like, how is that though? Your brain is what sends directions and commands to your cells and your body. So why would you not believe the fact that your thoughts have the ability to change the way your appearance is? Think about it. Your brain has always been controlling your body, has always been giving your body commands. All right, exactly. Okay, so listen, here we go. Another thing too, the reason why it's important, when I say this, you're going to be like, Six, that's superficial. Embracing the power of unavailability, all right? Now, when you don't have me explain it, of course it seems superficial, right? You're like, oh, so I'm supposed to act busy? No. What? Remember the first thing that I said? You want to be purpose-oriented. You want to be purpose-oriented to the point that you're naturally unavailable. Y'all run up these likes on this live, man. I'm giving out too much information. Let's get this live to 100K on TikTok, all right? TikTok, let's get this to 100K. TikTok, let's get this live to 100K. This information that I'm giving out is immaculate. Immaculate, all right? So let's finish, okay? You have to learn how to naturally be unavailable, all right? And what that means is that, let's say somebody likes you. Let's say somebody wants to talk to you. Let me tell you something. Unless you talking to somebody about your plans on when y'all gonna see each other, there's no reason for y'all to be texting every day talking about what you doing, what you got going on. We are older now. We are older now. You need to let people know that they can't just access you by texting. If they really want to have access to your energy, they need to make plans. Because guess what? If I gave you, think about this, right? Let's say you're a therapist, right? And you give your clients your phone number, right? And that's how you live. You live off of people booking you through therapy sessions, right? If people can just text you and get all the information that they need out of texting you, why would they pay for a session? So if people can text you and get the validation that they need from your attention, because you got to remember, some people just want to see if they can access you. And if people can see that they can access you just through a text, they're naturally going to feel like, hey, I've gotten enough. I don't need any more. So what you have to understand is that some people you don't need to be conversating with all the time. When you see them, you see them. You feel me? And that's how you get people to appreciate your presence more. That's how you get people to actually want to spend time with you more. Somebody said, why? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. People are seeking to fill themselves up with energy. Okay. And if you allow people to get high off of your energy without pouring into your cup, you're going to see that you're always left with nothing. And some of y'all thinking we just trying to say this stuff to be manipulative. Or no, I'm trying to teach you how to have boundaries and how to protect yourself and how to get what you deserve. If people are going to sit here and get energy off of your presence, you have to remember, here's the thing, you're not valuing yourself. This is why you're not understanding why you should do this. You're not realizing that your energy is so potent that people naturally feel good around you. When you start to realize that people feel good around you, when you start to realize that people feel high around you, when you start to realize that people feel like, for example, there's some girls that will feel like you think they're attractive just because you text them. So what you did was you gave them the high that they needed. You gave them the validation that they needed without you ever receiving, being able to hang out, being able to spend time, being able to get to know them. You get what I'm saying? So now what you're starting to realize is that, people can literally take my energy and I get nothing for it, right? Don't you want to, for example, my girls out here, don't you want to actually hang out with the guy? You don't want to just be texting him. For my guys out here, don't you actually want to hang out with the girl? You don't want to be texting them, right? For the people that's trying to, let's say you're trying to book someone to buy your product. If you keep giving them so many samples, eventually, why would they need the actual product? If you keep giving them everything that they need from you without them actually buying into you, why would they actually pay? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying, bro? Like, I'm just being real with you because I've seen it before. You see, when you know you're somebody, and this is the thing, y'all have to realize that you have to see that you're somebody for this to actually make sense. That's why I say there's a step-by-step process to this. You got to first gain the confidence, know you're the shit, and then realize people want to hang out with you because you're the shit, and it's going to make them feel like the shit. But you got to realize you can't be giving people that level of satisfaction without pouring into your cup. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Do y'all know some people would want to hang out with you just because they know that you're cool, just because they know that you have a good style, just because you're attractive? Do you know that people do that? Do y'all know that? It's called harvesting. It's called energy harvesting. For example, right? Let me give you an example, right? If you hang out with 5 life paths, which are the most attractive number, it can actually rub off on you and you can become more attractive. If you hang out with an 8 life path and they are monetarily, rich, you're naturally going to tap into that frequency. Now imagine the other way around. You're naturally attractive. So when other people hang around you, they get that energy. But you don't want to give that energy to people who are not pouring into the cup. Does that make sense? It's like Drake. Drake can't just have anyone around him because the moment that someone sit next to Drake, they become famous too. And imagine if that person did nothing for Drake. Imagine if that person didn't show up for Drake. Imagine if that person wasn't there for Drake. Imagine if that person wasn't a good friend to Drake. They're getting fame without pouring into Drake's cup. So does that make sense? Now, do y'all get what I am saying now? Because at first y'all thought it was superficial. At first you thought it was superficial. Don't lie. Don't even lie. You thought it was superficial at first until I broke it down. Don't lie. Y'all thought, don't lie. I know. You thought it was superficial at first until I broke it down. It's okay. So let's finish, okay? So you want to learn to be busy within your purpose, okay? The more you are busy doing what you love, the more you become unavailable to people. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that you want to be unavailable all the time, but here's the thing. People are more likely to cancel on you when they feel like they can make those plans up with you. People are more likely to show up late to your plans when they feel like they can see you anytime. You get what I'm saying? So what you have to understand is that you have to let people know, hey, I be busy working on me. So if you want to hang out, you need to be on time. You need to respect my time because you don't know the next time you're going to see me. You don't know. And that's the thing. When people don't know the next time that they're going to see you, listen to me. When people don't know the next time that they're going to see you, sometimes they're willing to plan the next date on that date. Sometimes they're willing to plan the next meeting on that meeting. Let me tell you something. One way you can tell somebody likes you or likes your energy or someone wants to hire you, they will, while you're at a plan with them, while you're meeting with them, they're already going to be making plans for the next meeting while you're already with them. So for example, let's say me and you are hanging out. If I really like your energy, I'm gonna be like, bro, when am I going to see you again? Like, when are we going to hang out again? That's when you know. That's when you know. You see, y'all like, yo, Sticks giving me information. Y'all like, yo, Sticks, I never knew that. Like I said, y'all, my magnetism class, this is the last day to sign up. The class is $99.91. The only way you can join is by DM me your birthday so I can see if you're eligible. All right? Right? Okay, let's finish. So, unavailability. When wielded, why? I'd like a cowboy. Somebody put a cowboy on me on TikTok. Somebody put a cowboy hat on me on TikTok. Embracing the power of unavailability. I'm sorry, I just had to. Embracing the power of unavailability. Unavailability, when wielded wisely, can create an alluring aura around an individual. Okay, now you slick because you think I'm gonna do it again. No. Somebody tried to. Hey, you know what's crazy? I did the ride him like a cowboy one time, and then they gonna put another cowboy on me. Matrix, I'm not gonna do that. The Matrix trying to get me. Nah. So let's finish, y'all. Let's finish. Okay? So, unavailability, when wielded wisely, can create an alluring aura around an individual. Why do you think people like Michael Jackson and Prince were so like, oh, it's because you didn't know when you would see them. So when you did see them, you're like, oh my God, I didn't know. You don't even know because you're like, this got to be a once in a lifetime thing. You're like, I never see them in person. This can't be real. Like, I'm telling you, right? So being genuinely busy with enriching activities such as, this is why I tell y'all need to start getting into activities for yourself. So start going skating, start going kayaking, start going to the gym, start going to Pilates, start going to classes that are consistent so that when people say, hey, you want to hang out at 9 a.m.? You're like, I'm sorry, I can't hang out at 9. I got Pilates. Do you know how that naturally makes you look? Like, number one, spiritually, you're also evolving. Physically, you're also evolving. But when somebody tries to make plans with you and you're like, hey, no, I'm sorry, I'm busy that day. I have a Pilates class. They're like, hey, sorry, I'm busy that day. I'm going kayaking. They're like, what? Like, it just naturally makes you more attractive. It does. Tip of my... I got a facial recently. Right? I got a facial and she like dermabladed my skin so I don't have any whiteheads. So like she like really was like scraping the dead skin off of my face. So it's like ever since then I'm like my nose is just like itching. I have to like be careful of going into the sun and stuff like that. And that's another thing. I go to great lengths to make sure that I feel good. So I get facials. You see, while not y'all, because I don't want to say that y'all, but while most people are literally like facials, like that's too much. Like I gotta pay to da 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 da. You're not realizing that when you energetically spend money on yourself, you're pouring back into your pot. You're pouring back into your pot. Come on, y'all, let's get this to 100K. You're pouring back into your pot. So make sure that you guys are pouring into yourself, okay? So we go, right? Somebody's trying to call me. Somebody called me, y'all. Somebody called me. All right, here we go. So check me out. Being genuinely busy with enriching activities and personal growth projects communicates a sense of self-value and independence. Okay? When you're always available, I remember somebody told me, somebody, mind you, right? I was moving my plans around for someone, right? And I remember they told me, I'm not free like you. I'm not available like you. I'm not and I was like, "What?" People will treat you a type of way if they feel like you always there for them. You're always and not there for them as in like there for as a friend, but when people are not showing up for you the way that you want them to, but you're always available for them, they're like, I'm not available like you. I'm not, and you be like, wow. Mind you, it's not that I was available. It's just that I was making time. I would move things around for that person, but that's the problem. When you start to do that, people feel privileged and entitled. So don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. So I did it. I got y'all. I got y'all. Okay. So the air of unavailable and this air of unavailability piques the curiosity of others, drawing them into our orbit. Okay. All right. So here we go. We're gonna go to another part. All right. We're gonna go to another part. Another part about being magnetic is understanding your masculine and your feminine. Okay. Another part about being magnetic is being connected to your masculine and your feminine. And this is actually a seduction style. All right. This seduction style is called a dandy in the book, The Art of Seduction. Okay. In the book, The Art of Seduction, there is a seduction style called the dandy. And this is what Prince and Michael Jackson were. They were such a balance of their masculine and feminine energy that it made them so attractive because people just couldn't understand why they were attracted to it. But the reason why you're attracted to people who are connected to their masculine and their feminine is because they represent the universal. They represent your creator the most. So a lot of y'all probably look at me and like, hey, like, I don't know why I feel intrigued. A lot of y'all feel drawn to my energy just because of the fact that I have that connection to the masculine and the feminine. I'm not overly masculine. I'm not overly feminine. I have a balance. And what you have to understand is that the creator is both masculine and feminine. So the more that you entertain your masculine and your feminine energy, the more godly you become. Why is that? Because the creator is both masculine and feminine. You get that? So when we look at Michael Jackson, we're just like, oh, you got men and women attracted to Michael Jackson. You got men and women attracted to Prince. And it's not that some of the men were gay. It's just them men probably were just like his energy. I don't know what it is. It's just his energy. You get what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You start to become attractive to everyone. Everyone starts to become attracted to your energy. Okay? I need to put like some sunscreen on or something. Okay. So here we go. Anyways, All right. So the charisma of dominance. The charisma of dominance. Dominance in this context does not imply control over others, but refers to a presence that commands attention and respect. I said, are you using a moisturizer? Yeah, I use a moisturizer, but I need to get a newer one, a different one. I use Dermalogica. But as of right now, I ran out, so I was just using like CeraVe. But CeraVe isn't a thick enough moisturizer for me. So I usually use Dermalogica. So if anybody wants to know what skincare products I use Dermalogica. Just so if anybody wants to know, all right. I use Dermalogica. So here we go. Let's finish, okay? So you guys need to start being more dominant within your presence. And what that means is that when you see Kobe Bryant, right? When you see Kobe Bryant play, he is very dominant in the fact that he knows I am the best. There's no question. There's no quiver. He's not like no. He is so dominant within his presence. I am the best. And what happens is that when you are very dominant about a belief, when you're very dominant within your presence, people naturally will act in according. Man. Okay. All right. You're saying, okay, so look. Somebody said Kobe isn't 11. It's because he has that energy. Okay. Now, but listen to me, right? If I'm telling you about Kobe Bryant, he's an 11 life path, and Michael Jackson, born on the 29th, which is 11, doesn't that mean that I'm teaching you based off of people who actually contain magnetism? So then that would mean, yes, my evidence is on point. Right? Wouldn't that mean that? So I don't want you sitting here telling people, well, it's because they already carry that energy, as if people can't learn it. Because I don't want you to make people feel like they can't learn that. It can be learned. It can be learned. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to make people feel like they can't. Somebody say your live is getting paused, bro. Bro, it's because freaking man, it's because my phone keep tripping out, bro. You know what I'm saying? No, don't apologize. We just talking. You know what I'm saying? So again, y'all, like I said, I don't want to give out too much because I want to go deeper when it comes to the magnetism class. But like I said, if y'all know that this is let me ask y'all, how many of y'all feel like this class can actually benefit you in your life? Everything that I'm teaching, how many of y'all feel like this magnetism class can really benefit you in your life? I can feel bruh. It's because my nose is what happened. Me. Okay, so let me tell you what y'all need to do. Class is $99.90. Okay. The class is $99.91. Okay. DM me your birthday and say I want in. Okay. Do not DM me if you're not ready. Okay. This is the last day to sign up. All right. So DM me your birthday and say I want in. Right? DM me your birthday and say I want. Give me your birthday and say I want in if you're class. Okay. Where do we DM? Went from $9 to $99. Where did you hear $9? $99. Okay. It's $99. Click. It's just $99. Actually, just $99. I'm teaching you how to have your way in life for just $99. Let me be specific. $99.91. It's just $99.91. Somebody said, why is it $99.91? Oddly specific. I'm a numerologist, baby. I'm a numerologist. What did you expect? Okay. Also, if you guys want to re-watch this live, let me tell y'all something. If you want to re-watch this live, subscribe to me on YouTube. Okay, so click the link in my bio and click YouTube if you want to rewatch this live. So all of my lives are on YouTube. Okay, on YouTube. All right. And when you DM me, dang, I was interested. Change the price. No. I didn't change the price. You heard a change. I didn't change the price. You know what I'm saying? We DM you first, then if we are allowed, we pay. Yes. Yes. So if you're on YouTube, y'all go ahead and DM me on Instagram. Right? Quick question, real quick. How many if you are, let me just say this. If you are in Miami, DM me, okay? If you are in Miami, DM me. Okay? If you are in Miami, DM me. Or if you're in Broward County, Fort Lauderdale, DM me, okay? DM me. All right? So if you are in Miami, DM me. Okay? DM me if you're in Miami, all right?